Hello and welcome back to our channel, fellow wanderers. Today, our story begins in the peaceful town of Kolak, where the morning mist still lingers over quiet streets and adventure whispers from beyond the horizon. We are setting out on one of the world's most breathtaking coastal drives, Australia's Great Ocean Road. We packed our bags and said goodbye to our cozy little home in Kolak and hit the road, chasing the promise of new memories. Our first stop, Appleseal's Way Cheese Farm. The air was filled with the aroma of fresh cheese, laughter, and countryside calm. We couldn't resist trying their handcrafted selection of cheeses and of course couldn't leave without tasting their creamy handmade ice cream. A simple stop, yet one of those moments that make a journey feel warm and real. Back on the highway, the ocean started to appear. Wild, endless, beautiful. Soon we arrived at one of Australia's most iconic landmarks, the 12 Apostles, standing tall in Port Campbell National Park. Millions of years ago, this land was under the sea. Over time, the skeletons of marine creatures settled on the ocean floor, forming the limestone cliffs. Nature sculpted these towering limestone pillars, a masterpiece slowly created by wind and water. Only 8 apostles remain today, but each stand as a symbol of resilience, of time's power to both create and destroy. Standing there, watching the waves crash against the cliffs, you can't help but feel humbled. Small, yet deeply connected to something eternal. By midday, we stopped at Campbell Brewery, well known for its craft beers. Good food, craft beer, and the joy of travelers sharing stories. It was the perfect pause before we continued along the coast, a well deserved break. Next up, London Bridge. Once a double arched wonder of limestone, part of it collapsed into the sea years ago, reminding us again that nothing in nature stays the same. What remains now is still magnificent, a sculpture curved by the ocean's eternal patience. As the sun began to set, we reached our stay for the night. Ocean Ridge Retreat, a peaceful cottage nestled near the forest. The quiet was almost magical, the kind that makes you listen to your own heartbeat. We were warned not to take midnight walks through the woods, and honestly, we didn't argue. The next morning, the forest woke us up with bird song and the smell of fresh air. It was time to explore deeper into ancient lands where history and nature meet. Our first destination was Bhuj Beam National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a sacred place for the Gundit Jamara people. Here, every rock tells a story. We walked through ancient lava channels around the edge of an ancient crater along the lake below, and over lands that carry thousands of years of Aboriginal heritage. To be here is to step into both Earth's memory and humanity's oldest story. Next, Harmon's Cave, part of the Biodic Cave System. 8,000 years ago, molten lava flowed here from Mount Napier, shaping these incredible underground chambers. Inside, it was silent, mysterious, like stepping into time itself. Our journey then took us to Portland, a lively coastal town where rugged cliffs meet a lively harbor. The town is steeped in heritage, and the historic cable tram was a real treat, a perfect blend of nostalgia and charm. Before leaving Victoria, we made one last stop, the petrified forest at Cape Bridgewater. Imagine a forest without trees, a landscape frozen in stone. These stunning formations, called solution pipes, were created millions of years ago after a massive volcanic explosion. Over centuries, rainwater and minerals sculpted these hollow limestone tubes, some rising as high as 20 meters. It truly felt like walking through a natural sculpture garden, now standing as nature's own sculptures. 70 kilometers later, we finally crossed into South Australia, a new state, a new story, and so much more to explore. In the next episode, we will take you to incredible places from mysterious sinkholes to the legendary Blue Lake and beyond. Until then, keep your hearts open and your curiosity alive because the world is full of wonders waiting just beyond the next turn. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.